Hello and welcome to another episode. Episode. I think that's right. Of Dead End Sports Fantasy Football. Today's show, we will take a look ahead at tonight's game and the games upcoming, and we'll also kind of briefly go through. A lot has happened, so we got quite a few things to talk about. We're going to look, at what happened last week as well, because there were a lot of disappointments and a lot of surprises. And I know some of you guys, much like myself, is kind of scrambling, trying to figure out what to do with some of those situations that you may or may not be in. I'll try to keep my eye on the chat room as well, field any questions that you guys may have. Just a real quick announcement that I am the only person here today. My wife is out. So I may be in and out to go deal with my 8 and almost 2 years old. So I just want to let you guys know that if I get up and go, that's what I'm doing. And that's it. So sorry about doing the show on Thursday. We had a listening session last night that we had to attend to, so we had to push it back today.
Wednesday. Sorry, not having it on Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. And the 4:30, his internet is out. So the man went mobile.
I went mobile. I had to crash at. Shout out to Passy. I'm at Passy crib right now, and of course my phone's ringing, but I'm gonna have to answer it later. But I'm over here at her crib doing the Wi-Fi. Got my internet, my only source of internet right now.
Yep. So all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up some of the news. So, and we'll get to that. I guess to start off, man, let's what are some of the guys that didn't show up? Who are the guys that's on your list from last week?
Oh, guys that didn't show it up. One league, I think I have in one of the Dead End Hip Hop leagues, which is the NFL.com league. Todd Gurley was a non-factor. And you got to think, this is a guy that went, in most cases, top three pick,
I got it.
You can easily top 5, but top 3 pick, and he stunk it up, man. He stunk it up. So yeah, Todd Gurley is definitely. I mean, it was good for one of my other leagues because I was playing against someone that had Todd Gurley, so that was good. He only put up a 4-point spot. So in pretty much most leagues across the board, he put up 4 points for you. So that was awful for someone that's a top 3 draft pick, fantasy draft pick. So he did not show up at all. Somebody name somebody else or?
Yeah. I got somebody, man, that I didn't see this coming at all. It was John Brown, one catch for 8 yards, and he cost me because I think if he would have had a decent game, I probably would have won. Yep. But he totally disappeared, and it's at the point now where I'm wondering, whether or not to bench him for the upcoming week. But that remains to be seen. But yeah, he was absolutely terrible. Last Sunday night against the Patriots. And I was very, very disappointed in that brother.
Another person, too, to cut you off, I think this, granted, y'all who's watching and listening, we're just going off week 1 fantasy week. We're not saying, this is about to be a season, whatever. But this particular person, I think we was kind of high on him going in, drafting him, and he didn't do anything, is Fleener. Fleener from the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
Tight end. I mean, he only had 6 reception yards, one reception for 6 yards. So, I mean,
yeah,
that's someone that you drafted that you was like, I got high hopes for. Fleener, he was like one of the top 5 top 5 ranked tight ends, and he didn't do nothing. Like, I didn't have him, but I just know people who had him was like very disappointed in his output and the way he played. He didn't do anything, and then I think Sammy Watkins got injured. I had Sammy Watkins on there, but I forgot he got injured. Another one, Dez Bryant, only 1 reception for 8 yards. That's barely a point, if that. So, yeah, those some names right there, man, that I'm definitely throwing out there that just stunk it up, man. Like,
and I got one more to add to the list, and I think he cost me 2 wins out of 27 teams. Tyrod Taylor. And there were a lot of people really, really high on Tyrod Taylor. I really wanted no parts of him. But
you didn't.
in the situations in where I have him, I have Brady. So I was hoping, and I still am hoping, that I'll at least get 2 wins out of him until Brady comes back. But I did not expect him to be that terrible. Like, it's to the point where I'm looking at Carson Wentz, not Fitzgerald, but Fitzpatrick, Mariota, and other guys like that. But I'm gonna give him one more week before I pull the trigger. Make a move.
Another players too. Brandon Marshall didn't really do much either. 3 receptions for yards. And then the wideouts for Jacksonville. I thought Allen Robinson and Allen Hurns didn't really live up. They didn't put up their average points that we anticipated them to put up. I think Robinson only had. I think he probably gave you like 7 points, if I'm mistaken. I think he only had like 70 or almost 70 reception yards, which you expect a lot more for a team that's going to be throwing it up a lot. But I guess their running game was pretty effective with T.J. Yeldon. So, yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and real quick look at tonight's game. Of course, obviously kicks off probably about an hour and a half, a little less than an hour and a half. We know from last year and past years before that Thursday night footballs are terrible. And we have 2 terrible offenses and supposedly good defenses going at each other tonight.
Yep.
Are you concerned about Sammy Watkins at all with his health issues that you just mentioned? Like, are you going to roll him out this week if you had him? You don't have Sammy anywhere, do you?
No, I don't. Wait a minute, I'll take that back. I think I do. I think I have him in the Dead End Sports League that I played against you, the one that Kyle is the commissioner of. But I mean, I got him on the bench anyway. But I do have McCoy in a few leagues, and I think 2 leagues I have him on the bench. One of them being the Real NFL, which I'm looking at right now, because I have I'm playing DeMarco Murray, Spencer Ware, and D'Angelo Williams, and I'm benching McCoy and Doug Martin. So I'm benching him in one league, and I got him. And I think the NFL.com league is the only league that I'm playing McCoy. So if he doesn't do anything, NFL.com league, okay, that's cool. I just hope he doesn't do anything in my Real NFL, the one that I'm in with you. I'll be mad if McCoy balls out. And I think I have Decker on the bench too. I have Decker in the NFL.com league. I have Decker and McCoy both on the bench. So, yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah. But let me tell you who I got in place of that though. See that this is why you draft good, because you can take your guys off the bench and plug them right in and feel confident. Feel confident enough to go ahead and go. But my receivers, I got Brandon Cooks, and I got Brandon Cooks and Moncrief. So Cooks and Moncrief, I got in. And I don't want to put Decker in there. I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't roll with that. I just don't like these Thursday night games, man. It's like, and you witnessed them last year, and it's like the play is not good. Guys are just still kind of banged up from Sunday, so it's just like, man, And it's another league where I had Decker. I got him on the bench, and I got Jordan Matthews and Willie Snead playing over Aaron Decker. So yeah, man, it's. I just don't like this Thursday night. Now, if this was Sunday night, I would definitely start Decker with no problem. But like you said, 2 scrappy defenses. This is Thursday night. They still banged up. It's no telling, But this is why they play the games. This might be an offensive slaughter, 30 to 35 type of game, and we'll be like, what the hell? We didn't see that coming. But just based off my last year feeling, I don't like this. I hate Thursday night games, and I just got to bench them. I got to take a chance and just bench them. I feel good with the guys. How I like to gamble, man, on my lineups, man. So I got to do it.
You better than I. So you're telling me that you're more comfortable starting Moncrief against that Denver defense than Decker?
Yep, because Moncrief got 3 extra days of rest before game time, and Aaron Decker didn't. He's still banged up from Sunday. So, and I'm pretty sure – because the Jets lost, right? Did they win? I can't. I gotta look at their score. Did the Jets win this past week? Because I'm about to say maybe he might
They
be.
played Cincinnati, so I think they lost.
Oh, so they, maybe Decker might be a little,
Yeah, they played Cincinnati because AJ Green cooked Revis all night long.
That's right. So yeah, they lost. So maybe Decker might, and I think Buffalo lost too. So they both kind of coming off L. So they want to get a W. So they might try to play their tails off, but I don't know, man. I'm taking that chance. I'm playing Moncrief, and I'm leaving Decker on the bench.
I have I'm rolling them out. So I'm gonna roll out Watkins and Tyrod Taylor, mainly because I drafted them and I wasted 2 spots on Gronk and Brady. So I'm kind of stuck having to play them. Hopefully, Tyrod and Gronk connect on a touchdown. The other one, like I have Decker, and I think I drafted Decker as my number 2, so I got to roll him out too. Like, most of my benches are filled with guys with high upside.
Yeah.
And, I don't want to get in a situation where, I'm going to panic. Like, I don't have a Moncrief on my bench. So, I got to roll him out and see what happens because I have 2 great running backs. So I had to find receivers that will definitely produce and get them at a round where they gave me good value. So, but I don't know if I was you. Well, I would probably play Moncrief over Watkins because of the injury, because I don't know how it is. So I would probably consider it if I had Moncrief on my bench.
And then also in one of the dead end leagues, the league I got Watkins in, my other receivers is Odell Beckham, Brandon Cooks, Allen Hurns, and my man from Atlanta, Sanu. So, I mean, I'm good. Like, I can bench Watkins and feel confident to play Beckham, Cooks, and Hurns. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel good with that. I'm better with that than playing Watkins over one of those 3 guys. I'll tell you that.
Well, we have Forte going tonight in one of the Dead End Sports leagues, and he looked good last week.
He did.
So it was definitely a good pick. Carlos Hyde did well. That was the other guy we were looking at.
Yep.
So I know all year long I'm gonna be kind of looking at them too, comparing where we could have gotten them versus who we got.
Yep.
But anyway, I think guys just temper your expectations because these offenses can either be really good or they can be really bad. We could be looking at a 21-17 game or a 21-14 game, and where does the 21-14 come from? You just never know. So if you got a guy like Forte, you're hoping that, he would at least go out and get you drawing a blank.
Uh-oh, you broke up
a
little bit. Can you hear me?
Right. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Oh yeah, just FYI too. I don't know the house I'm over, is she in the real NFL league 50-yard line? That's the house I'm over right now.
Oh, okay. Somebody said only starts Jets defense. I don't know. I won't go that far.
Yeah, I won't go that far either.
Let's see. Yeah, Devontae Freeman and Cole was definitely a dud. But I had concerns about him coming into the season. That's why I drafted Tevin Coleman whenever I could, just in case. Fuller is going to be a beast. They're going to throw the ball. He's the clear number 2, so he's going to be, he's going to do some things. Now that was against Chicago secondary, and they were a little banged up. So we don't know if we can expect that to continue every week.
Who are some of your studs this week? Who were some guys who was like, man, this guy did his thing, or he saved me, or he the reason why I lost because he balled out?
Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks helped me win a league, helped me win a match, and he cost me a match. Because you had Brandon Cooks.
Yep.
Right? I lost to you. Because I was like, oh, E-Squad ain't doing nothing. Wait, why is he beating me? And then I looked up and he put up a 27 spot.
Yep. I think the guy, my stud was D'Angelo Williams, dude. He put me up damn near a 30 spot. 30 points, man. That's a lot for a running back to do that for you, man. And he is the reason. I had him and Brown going into Monday night. I was down by like 25 points. And the other guy I was going against had Ty Gurley. So I'm like, I'm texting Ken, like, man, I don't know, man. I think I might lose this dude. And this is a guy that's like a nemesis. We talk a lot of trash in the league, and I'm starting the year off playing against him. He texted me like, yeah, I think I got you now, man. Got you now. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll take this defeat. Because I'm thinking I'm going to lose. I'm like, okay, yeah, Brown going to have a good 15, 16-point night. D'Angelo Williams going to probably give me like a 8 to 10-point night or whatever. And Gurley going to probably give him like, 14, 15 points. I'm still lose. But, man, when Brown was out there twerking and D'Angelo was out there doing his thing, man, I looked up and then I won like by a lot. They both put up 50 points each. But yeah, stud is definitely D'Angelo Williams. We know what Antonio Brown's going to do. He's going to ball out. But D'Angelo Williams, I'm like, man, that's a nice piece to have for these first 3 weeks before Le'Veon Bell come back. And who knows? Even probably when Bell come back, if D'Angelo's still showing his worth, he might still get some work, even when Le'Veon Bell comes back, I think.
Well, and I have Bell. I gambled a lot this year. I gambled on Gordon, Bell, Brady in certain spots.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just, I believe so much in myself that I think I can go 2-2 or 4-0 or 3-1
Mm-hmm.
until, those guys come back. And then from there, we'll see what happens. So I hope that's not the case. Same thing with Jamal Charles. I drafted him, waiting for him to get healthy. So I'm just like holding on until my guys get ready. So yeah, but another guy, Brandon Cooks, cost us in the Dead End Sports League because every guy we had balled out above expectations. But we played, I got Cap's back or I'm with Cap or whatever, and he had everybody, dude. Like I think he had Andrew Luck, Brandon Cooks.
Yep.
Like this dude went off, and we had a good week. Because
we had Carr, we had Cooper, Evans balled out. Floyd did okay. He did all right. Elliott, Forte did good. Our tight end Fleener, he boo booed in the bed, and Smith at flex, he boo booed in the bed. And then Oakland, our defense. Oh, Oakland was getting shredded on that deal.
That was a bad start. I should have switched them out to somebody else. I don't even know if Minnesota was available, but I came close. I was like, ooh, I don't know if we want to put them against New Orleans like that. But I was like, well, if they get 5, 6, 7, maybe they'll get some turnovers. Nah, they got smashed.
Right.
All right, B, so we got some questions real quick. Let's hit these. So the question is about, we just talked about Sammy Watkins. So he's wondering, Otto, want to know whether or not he should start Sammy Watkins over Demaryius Thomas, Marvin Jones, or Crabtree. Real quick about Demaryius Thomas. He's dealing with the hip issue, and it apparently is painful. He was able to practice today, but if he's in a game and he get hit, he's coming out the game. So you want to be careful with him. Marvin Jones, that offense, I think that Detroit offense is going to be high-powered. And he put up 85. He had 85 receiving yards. So it looks like they're going to throw the ball a lot. And Stafford looks comfortable. He's a good option. It's not a Thursday night game. He's not hurt. So you can definitely roll with him. And I think the same thing with Oakland. I think they're going to throw the ball there too. Well, yeah, no. I'm thinking Indiana. So, yeah, I think, you'll be safe with Crabtree because it's Crabtree or Amari Cooper. And we saw Crabtree caught a 2-point conversion. Can't promise that every week, but, those Marvin Jones and Crabtree are healthy.
I think Marvin Jones is a safer bet because, for one, it's Detroit's home opener. They're at home. And Tennessee's secondary doesn't scare me at all. So, and, you see Matthew Stafford, he out there flinging that bad boy now. I don't know if he feels the pressure, the burden is off of him now that Calvin Johnson's not there, and he can just pretty much pass the ball to whoever. So, yeah, they expect him to be flying a lot with that rock, man. Like, I say go with Marvin Jones over Sammy Watkins.
Yeah, another thing you want to look out for is that, and that's not a bad choice, but they're gonna spread the ball around because he has Golden Tate, Ebron's out there, Marvin Jones,
Theo Riddick's
gonna catch it. Abdullah's gonna catch it, who looked good last week as well.
Ebron.
So, yeah. I'm looking at some rankings here, and Marvin Jones is ranked ahead of Demaryius Thomas and Watkins. So, yeah, you spot on with that one,
Oh,
B.
see, yeah, I was about to say, bam, there you go. I was good with that one. I'm money with that one. And that
Yeah.
wasn't biased at all. Like, it wasn't, I'm not being, seriously not being biased at all. Y'all know, as much as I'm a Detroit Lions fan, I would dog him out in a heartbeat. So I'm not being biased saying go with him because he's Detroit Lions.
I'm trying to see where Crabtree is at. I know he's on here somewhere. Yeah, so Crabtree is, yeah, he's ranked below Demaryius Thomas also. And above Sammy Watkins. So Demaryius Thomas is ranked 23rd, Crabtree 29th, and Sammy Watkins is ranked 32nd on the list. Marvin Jones is 19th list. So yeah, he's a safer pick and he's healthy, and he's in a good offense. Winston, or let me go back to it. Andrew Luck, was it Luck? Luck or Winston, B. So keep in mind, Luck is playing that Denver defense.
And are they away, aren't they?
Let's see. I'll look that up.
I think they might be away.
In Denver.
They at Denver?
That's tough for me only because of who Luck is playing.
Who Winston? Who Tampa Bay playing?
They got. I should know this off the top of my head. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up the game log here. Oh, these bums ain't helping me out. Hold on. Does anybody know in the Hangout, Rook? Okay, hold on. Tampa Bay Bucks. Anyway, Winston, while I'm looking this up, Winston did look good last week. And, I think – just a second.
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody in the chat said anything. They'd be quick for anything else.
Yeah, I'm almost there.
I might say go with Winston probably.
Wait.
What?
They playing the Cardinals.
Oh, they are at home though.
But Garoppolo just got him. I mean, you're dealing with Chris Harris.
They playing at Arizona.
Yeah, man.
Well, that's an interesting choice.
So they got to go on the road.
Do both teams go on the road?
I'm looking now. In the Colts versus Broncos. Yep.
Dang.
Yeah. Luck on the road against that Broncos defense. I'm glad I don't have to make this decision.
Yeah, I would probably, I might lean towards Winston just for this week. I mean, like you said, if Jimmy G can get him, but that's a heck of a system that Bill Belichick had. Tampa don't have a Bill Belichick caliber type of coach, but I might have to go. Right. I might have to go with Winston in that one, man. That's gonna be a tough one. And they both had great first weeks. Both of them had good first weeks.
Yeah, but they didn't play top defenses. Right. It's a really close call, and I think it's a pick 'em. For me, if I had a quality backup like Winston, I would probably roll the dice with Winston, simply because we've seen what that Denver defense can do. Like, they're coming off the edges fast.
Yep.
And I don't know if Indy's offensive line will be able to block those guys when they're coming off the edge. It looks like they have linebackers on the edge.
They do, man.
And they're just going right by.
Yeah.
Remember you used to do that in Matt?
Yep.
Get
those linebackers to come right off that line real fast. Man. Can you hear me? Hello? The hell? What the hell? That thing dropped out. Hello? Hello? What the hell happened? Hello? Hello?
B.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. Damn, I don't know what the hell happened. I thought I was talking to the people.
Yeah, I know. I was like, "What?" You just paused. I didn't know if it was my end or your end. I don't know what happened. I just I went back out and I came back into the chat.
Oh, okay. I thought you got net zero, but then I was like, oh, I'm frozen too.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man, this is crazy, yo. Just Texas youth football team to continue protest their anthem despite death threats. Wow, man, that's crazy.
Wow.
Wow. I didn't expect to see that. I saw that on Yahoo. Anyway, that's not what this show is about. But I just saw the headline and it just, wow. Okay. Anyway, I'm looking for the rankings for Luck and Winston on Yahoo. But moving right along, let's get to some news real quick. Let's see if I can go back here. Kind of scrambling. See if we got any more questions while I'm doing that. But yeah, I agree with what somebody said in the chat room that if you look at the defenses, I mean, which defense would you rather face, the Cardinals defense or the Denver defense?
I say Cardinals. That's why I picked James Winston. I was like, well, I just had to pick. I'd rather not want to see those linebackers at Denver than because and we already know that Andrew Luck and them don't have a good offensive line, so he's gonna get hit. So if my Lions can go in there and touch him, just think what the Broncos can do. So that's why I went with Winston.
Yeah. I'm cool with that too. So anyway, let's see. Where's my news? Player news. So yeah, like I mentioned earlier, Demaryius Thomas has a hip injury. If he get popped, he's probably out of the game. If you have a good alternative on the bench with a good matchup, that's something that you want to look at. Russell Wilson is a guy that a lot of people are taking third, fourth round sometimes. Yeah, he's hurt. He did say, and I just saw this on my phone before we went live, that there's no swelling and that he's fine. I'm not playing Wilson this week, but I have Breeze on my bench. So, it's not that tough of a decision for me. But if I had to choose between Wilson or a backup like Tyrod Taylor, I'd probably roll out Wilson. Or who's some other quarterbacks going late? Derek Carr. I might roll out Derek Carr. You know what I'm saying? So, but Wilson or Fitzpatrick.
Yep, that is true.
Jamal Charles limited at practice again, so Spencer Ware is going to get that work. Jared McKinnon is back in practice. You guys want to roster him in case Peterson gets hurt? They shut Peterson down, man.
They did.
Yeah. Arian Foster is back in practice. I think you guys are fine with him. They just want to rest him. Same thing with Devontae Freeman. He's in practice as well. But you guys should know that is going to be not a running back by committee, but they are going to split work.
Most definitely.
Yeah, so that's how that situation is going to play out. Sammy Watkins is active for tonight's game. If you guys have to start him, Macklin is fine. He missed practice because of a personal matter. Let me ask you this, B, because I haven't heard a lot of people talking about this guy, but he played last weekend and he caught a nice pass, I think on the left side of the field. Rashard Perriman had a lot of people was high on him last year, but of course you know about the injury.
Right.
He's back, and he's just getting limited reps now until he gets back into football shape. Would you stash him? Like, would you pick him up and hold him? Because that whole Baltimore Ravens situation is a mess.
Well, you said, will I pick him up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I pick him. That's a good option right there to have. I definitely pick him up.
I mean, you're thinking long term, right? You know, especially if you got a roster spot that you're not using. Why not?
That is. Say it again. Well, I can't hear you.
Yeah, what is that noise? Is that you?
I don't know. No. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, like with Rashard Perriman, I think if you guys have a roster spot, I would pick that guy up, and I would just let him sit there. And you're thinking long term.
Yep.
Now.
Get him because he can be that guy. And we've seen this before. It'd be a guy you would pick up from the waiver wire, or not even just from the waiver wire, just off the free agency, and you can stash him as like fool's gold to make that late playoff run. And next thing you know, like you said, a key injury or a key roster shift, and all of a sudden that guy you picked up is looking like a first round draft pick, and he's balling, and he's putting up. I ain't gonna say like, solid 20 points a week numbers, but like he's giving you consistent production week in, week in, and week out. And that's what you want in fantasy football. That's what you want.
Yeah. Hopefully by week 6, 7, or 8.
Yep.
He's the man.
Yep.
Wilson or Osweiler. That's only a tough question for me because of Wilson's pending health. But if Wilson is indeed as healthy as he says he is, I would probably play Wilson and just look at last week as a fluke. But I would roll him out one more again. Shout out to the 95 South for those of you that remember that from the 90s.
Heck no. Yeah, I say go with Wilson. I will say go with Wilson. I don't even trust. I don't. No.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know what Osweiler is going to be yet.
No, we don't at all.
And we could say that performance in Seattle was an anomaly.
Right.
A lot of it could have been he was hurt.
Right.
But we saw what he did at the end of the game. That could be more consistent throughout the flow of the game. And maybe that Dolphins defense is real.
Yeah, and I was saying that too. I was talking to my boys about it. I said, people saying, oh, well, they look bad, or, Seattle. I'm like, well, no, I think because, you remember last year people were saying, don't sleep on Miami's defense. Don't sleep on Miami defense. And I think this year they might finally get it. You know what I'm saying? They just couldn't close out in the clutch moments and on the defensive side, but you never know, man. Miami defense might be making some noise out there in that AFC East, man. So I think Miami's defense is probably as good as advertised. I think they're better than where we give them credit for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. We'll find out. Jared Goff is active, so we may see Casey Keenum out of there. So you want to monitor that situation, especially if you are in deeper league. So I picked him up in a 20-team league off the bench because I lost Robert Griffin III. And if he gets in there and starts playing, he may be as good as Wentz. But more importantly, I just need him for a bye week to get me by. Tight end, Charles Clay is active if you unfortunately have to use him. Everybody else is fine. Oh, Gronk. Limited at practice Thursday. He may not play again this week. Jesse James is a good option. Pitta is back. Who else got work this weekend? Walford almost scored a touchdown in Oakland, so he's a guy. He's touchdown dependent, so you probably want to look at him. Don't react to Jack Doyle. I know he caught 2 touchdowns, but you want to watch and see how that situation play out. Dwayne Allen is supposed to be the guy there, and but if it continues that way, they may go back to the Allen Fleener situation that they had before Fleener left. So that's something to watch. Let's see. I think that's it as far as some of the news that's out there.
Hey, do me you gotta do this. I want to do your panic, not panic players if you got that ready, because I was really interested to hear your panic, don't panic players.
All right. And I'll try to think of somebody else's. They're trying to trade McCoy and they're looking for somebody to target. In PPR. I don't know if I would do that just yet, unless there are just no options on the waiver wire. Because Keenan McCoy catches passes at the RB position, but you definitely want to target somebody that's around round 2 value, because that's around where McCoy was going. But in PPR, it's going to be hard to pry a guy like A.J. Green or Dez Bryant or who else? Amari Cooper off somebody. And you probably get Jarvis Landry, and if he's available. I don't think he's worth McCoy, personally, to me. But he's going to catch a lot of passes. And Devontae Parker has proven to be nothing. Eli or Bortles, you definitely got to go with Eli because of the matchups. So give me just a second, B, real quick. Let me see what's going on here. I'll throw out the first panic, don't panic. Dez Bryant, 1 catch, 8 yards, and Dak Prescott. Are you panicking or are you waiting?
I'm waiting. I'm not panicking. I'm waiting. Uh-oh. Cam?
I'm still here. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm hold on, video. I think I'm waiting as well. I gotta see, because he had 5 targets. He just and he dropped a touchdown. So I think he's the guy that I'm waiting on to see what happens. Let's see. What about Adrian Peterson? Panic or not panicking? And this situation is a little bit more unique because of the quarterback. Bridgewater's out. Sean Hill started.
I hate to say
Bradford may start this weekend.
Yeah, I hate to say this. And after week 1 and fantasy football week 1, I might have to throw a panic. Only because you remember when we heard about Bridgewater going down and how we was like, yeah, I think we could slightly, put his rank down some more, because before we had him, top 5, top 4 person to get picked, quick. Now we was like, yeah, we got him, late second round, early second round, late first round, early second round, mid second round at the latest. And now I think, even though it's week 1, but it's just showing what can possibly happen now that you don't have a for real quarterback. Those guys are gonna pile up. And it's, like I said, even though we've seen this before from Adrian Peterson, but this is an older Adrian Peterson. So, is he going to be able to take the 8 in the box punishment that he used to take and still can rush for, 1,800 yards in a season when they know he was coming? So it's a different story, man. I might have to hit that panic button. Like if they still had Teddy Bridgewater, I wouldn't panic. I would be like, no, don't panic. He just had a bad game. Hell, the game he rushed for 2,000 yards, he started off the first 3 weeks like having bad games. So, but like I said, that's a younger Adrian Peterson. That was crazy. Not saying that he's like whack now, but he just older, more wear and tear. So I might hit the panic on him.
All right. I think I'll wait another week.
So after
and then I'll decide.
If week 2 he give you 30 yards, week 2, then you're panicking.
Yeah, I'm concerned.
Okay.
But I'm not panicking yet. Because I think Bradford can right the ship. I know people criticize him a lot, but he's better than Sean Hill, I hope. Kobe Fleener, 400 yards passing by Drew Brees. He caught 6 of those 400 yards. Panic or not panic? Or don't panic?
I'm gonna wait. I'm not panicking. Wait. Bad week. I think your receivers Cooks and Snead and Ingram was all on. They was all hitting money. They was good. I'm gonna give Fleener 2 more weeks. I think if week 2 and week 3 he shows no production, then you might have to maybe think about other options at the tight end position. But I'm gonna wait on Fleener. I'm not panicking.
All right, Devontae Freeman, 20 yards rushing and 20 yards receiving. Splitting carries with Tevin Coleman, so they're saying. Now, Tevin Coleman could have just had an out-of-body experience. We don't know yet. But most people took Freeman with the number 1 pick. You panicking or you not panicking?
Not yet. I can't panic on him yet. And I know people thinking like, well, man, how can you panic? How can you not panic on Freeman, but you panic on Adrian Peterson? It's like, we got to think of the dynamic of the situation that Adrian Peterson in. You know, they don't have a steady QB as in Matt Ryan. I mean, I'm not saying Matt Ryan is top tier number 1 elite, but, you know, you have a QB that can throw the ball down there, that can make good decisions, good IQ. So, you know, Matt Ryan's proved that. We don't know. You talking about Sam Bradford, really? So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on Freeman. I think we good. I think we good with Freeman. I think we can wait. So let's not freak out.
Okay. I know there's Todd Gurley. He saw a stat box. Panicking or not panicking. Now he, like you said, top 5 pick for a lot of people. Panic, not panic. Don't panic. I can't even get my own game right.
I can't panic on him yet. I can't panic with him yet. I know people like, man, you panic on Adrian Peterson. That Adrian Peterson situation is just scary, man. They quarterback, man. Not having no quarterback that these defenses not gonna respect, it makes a difference. And we're not saying that the Rams, I don't think they got a quarterback that players gonna respect over there. But you know, if Jeff Fisher is not gonna go for this 7-9 BS, we let's see what's gonna go down. But I still think. I still wait on Gurley. Don't panic yet. I say give Gurley 2 more weeks. Give him after week 3. Still nothing. Panic.
Okay, let's see if I can find one more. Let's see here. What did Allen Robinson do? He got work. He just didn't score.
Yeah, he just didn't score. He had like 76 yards. Like I said, he had an okay day. It just wasn't what you would think your late first rounder, early second rounder guy would get, you know, as far as points. Mm-hmm. I think most leagues projected him to get like 11, 12, 13 points. He only put up like 7 spot. That's 9 PPR league. So, you know, PPR league, he probably gave you about 17, which is okay. But
I got one. I got a good one too.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers. And the reason why is he only had 199 yards passing. He saved his day with some lucky-ass touchdown throws. But he didn't put up the stat. I mean, he put up touchdowns, but the passing yards were not there. Panic or not panic, because he got his boys back. But the numbers.
Yeah, no panic. It's you know, I'm waiting. Aaron Rodgers is going to definitely have a Drew Brees type of game, you know, in the near future on a consistent basis. But he got all his guys, so you know it'd be different if he lost Randall Cobb and Jordy Nelson. You know what I'm saying? Then you'd be like, oh snap. But I say you still wait. You know, you're saying panic because you think this is going to be the type of game that you're going to see on Aaron Rodgers on a consistent basis.
I'm saying because we saw what happened last year, and we all said that, Jordy Nelson was out. Well, he still put up similar numbers, and they sort of played a similar game, you know, with Nelson back. And, you know, besides he ran for a touchdown and he threw 2. So he got 18 points there if you're in a 6-point touchdown lead. So that helped. And then you got, 2 to 3 points from passing. So, you know, he managed to save his day, but say, for instance, Lacy run in that touchdown or Lacy run in 2 of those touchdowns, you don't have passing yards, you're disappointed.
You are. You panicking on him or you straight?
I'm waiting to see. I'm gonna wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
But I am concerned again because I didn't like it because I drafted him and Nelson and Cook, and I may play Jared Cook one more week and see what happens with that, and if not, then I'll cut him and go pick up like Pitta or James, who's definitely going to see targets. And let's see. All right, so everybody else is kind of just hurt. So I won't go into like Demaryius Thomas or like Russell Wilson. Even though they didn't have great games, like you said, you can always kind of look at injuries and point to that. This is the last one, and people were drafting him as their starting tight end. Gary Barnidge, no catches.
Panic. Hey, that's a good one. I forgot about him, man. People were going ballistics over that dude. And yeah, man, how you get 0? Like, I understand you maybe got 1 for 20 yards or something. You got some look. I don't know if you can look at it, but can you do how many did he get any targets?
Yeah, hold on. Let me see. I'm in Yahoo right now. I can pull it up.
Okay.
I even had him on the team, man, and I was so disappointed that he got me nothing. And I avoided him in every single draft. But in this one team, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see what happened. I got it. Well, I don't know if he'll count, but I'm gonna throw him out there anyway. Tavon Austin. They threw to him 12 times, and he did 4 catches for 13 yards.
For 13 yards, yep. I know because Glenn had him going into that Monday night. He was pissed.
Did he play him?
Yeah, he played him.
Wow. He should be on your bench. You should never play him. He's a bye week replacement only.
I don't think
Barnidge had 2 targets.
Oh.
Yep.
Damn.
I'm panicking. I'm panicking.
I just said it, panic. Yeah. I'm panicking, man. Yeah, that's not good. That's not a good look. That's not a good look at all.
Yeah, it's not. His situation should improve, and then we're going and close it. His situation should improve with McCown instead of RG3 because I think McCown threw to him a lot last year when they were playing. So yeah, and Quentin, yeah, Tavon Austin, man. But they gave him all this money, man. They gave him this money, so he's gonna have to put up. But
yep.
I think that's all I had. I know we were kind of scrambling today, because we just had a busy week. But yeah, I think every week we're gonna kind of do this. We're gonna introduce the panic, don't panic.
Love it.
Yeah. I think it'd be fun. Just to kind of keep things light. There's plenty of resources out there. We appreciate you guys watching us because we just want to talk about just like we do sports, just like we do hip hop. You have the analyst that's gonna break it down with the numbers and stuff like that. That's what they're there for. We just want to talk to you guys just talk about fantasy football just from just regular dudes' perspective. And we're just going to give you our insight from playing the game too as well. And, try to keep it informative, but also, just having a conversation as we normally do. So anyway, so that's why we want to do stuff like What Up, Doe? Like guys that just go and just wet the bed. And panic, don't panic. And, I'm going to try to think of some other stuff we can add to it. Just kind of have fun as we go along through this football season. Real quick before we get out of here, I went 14-13 out of 27 teams. I haven't made a lot of waiver wire moves. Like I had to drop Keenan Allen, that's obvious. I got another guy that you guys should probably pick up, but I'm going to wait a week. I'm going to say that for next week. I went 14-13. How did you do this week, B?
5 leagues I'm in. I got 3 wins and 2 losses. So, that ain't too bad. That's not too bad. And out of those 3 wins, 2 of them were comebacks. 2 of them was because of my Monday night performances. So, thank God for Monday Night Football. So, I'm feeling good going into this week. Actually, I'm expecting, to be honest with you, I'm expecting to get all 5 wins in all my leagues. That's how confident I feel. I don't feel bad or nothing. So I'm demanding all 5 W's after we come back here next week, next Wednesday. So I'm expecting to have that W. Five W's.
Yeah, I'm a little uncertain because of the way I put some of my teams. And some, like I said, some of the guys I'm waiting for guys to come back in week 4 and 5, and then I'll really know. But we'll see, man. You know, it's fantasy football. Crazy stuff happens, and you know, I believe, man. But yeah, so hopefully I do better than 14 and 13. But we'll see. We will see. Anyway, that's going to do it for us this week. We'll be back next week on Wednesday at 8:00 p.m. Thank you guys for watching, and we out. Peace.
Peace.